are not easy games. No SEC game is easy, and they will have to prove every week to win them all. So, but the ones away are the toughest, and that's LSU and Auburn because they're away. I mean, LSU and Oklahoma because they're away. And Alabama has not won a conference away game yet. But
let's go ahead and.
But the Iron Bowl is always the Iron Bowl. You never know what's going to happen. So.
Let's go ahead and take our first time out. Phone lines open to you here on a Monday edition of The Drive, 256-576-4977. The telephone number.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. If you're in the market for a new ride, now is the time to make your move. We've got over 700 new Fords to choose from, and with over 2,700 Google reviews, our customers have spoken, giving us a pretty impressive 4.4 out of 5 stars. Believe me, we work hard every day to earn those 5 stars. Just tell us what you need. This month only, we're offering big savings on your favorite Ford models. You can save up to $10,000 off MSRP on a 2024 F-150 Super Crew pickup. Or take $9,500 off MSRP on a 2024 Edge all-wheel drive. And if you're looking for something even bigger, take a spin in our 2024 family-size Expedition available for $11,000 off MSRP. Deals end October 31st, and with always, it's with your good credit. Stop by Woody Anderson Ford today or visit us online at WoodyAndersonFord.com. With deals this good, you don't want to wait. I'm Bobby White, and we hope to see you soon.
Eagle Masonry and Installation. It's right there in the name. Eagle is your one-stop shop for block, stone, or brickwork, monument signs, and outdoor kitchens and fireplaces. Eagle also offers the finest craftsmanship and insulation, including fiberglass or spray foam insulation, and of course, insulation removal. Philip Love and his team have years of experience, bringing the region the best in masonry and insulation services. For more information and a quote, visit insulatewitheagle.com or call 256-755-1556. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
Normally, when you call a roofing company, all you hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Since 1965, the folks at Fleming have been focused on what you need, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement, commercial or residential. And when it comes to storm damage, you want Fleming on your side. They know all the ins and outs of insurance claims and will guide you through the entire process. Log on FlemingHSV.com and book your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Flying nonstop from Huntsville is a breeze on Breeze Airways. They're nice people flying nice people to nice places on really nice planes. Let's be direct. Nonstop from Huntsville to the places you want to go. Las Vegas, Orlando, or Tampa starting at $49. It's time for a weekend getaway or a long overdue week away. Time to check in using the convenient Breeze app and check out. What are you waiting for? Book today at flybreeze.com. That's flybreeze.com. Breeze Airways. Seriously nice.
The new Cheeseburger Bobby's on Carl T. Jones Drive in South Huntsville is focused on serving great food prepared with the absolute freshest ingredients, featuring classic hamburgers and cheeseburgers with lots of specialty options, chicken and hot dogs, even turkey burgers and veggie burgers, along with fresh cut fries, onion rings, or coleslaw. Always fresh, never frozen, except for the frozen custard. See all the delicious options at Cheeseburger Bobby's for yourself. Check out the menu and more at cheeseburgerbobbies.com.
This segment of The Drive is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, located online at WoodyAndersonFord.com with 2 locations, Hughes Road in Madison and Jordan Lane in Huntsville.
It is a Monday edition of The Drive. I'm inside the VBC getting ready for our hometown broadcast between the second-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide and the Memphis Tigers. Penny Hardaway. Have I already told you my Penny Hardaway story was?
No, but I don't think I'll be able to say that tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, one of the many hats that I wore in Atlanta was to get liners for 790 The Zone back in the day. And I would also get stuff for the Top 40 station that was in our group, which was Star 94, as well as some country music. Anyway, I met a lot of people, and they don't know me from Adam because I would give them a script to read. Well, the Magic were in town. Shaq, I got Shaq to give me a script. Well, he said it really low under his breath. But Penny Hardaway would never say the complete liner and just end it with, "We cool? We cool? But we cool?" And so after like the fourth take, I just have to say, "Sure, we're cool." So anyway, I'm sure, again, he
try to get him a liner for us tonight.
You want me to go out there and?
Yeah.
Okay. He's right across the way, actually, right now.
I'm sure he's not busy.
Yeah, no, he is looking at his team rather than Alabama very intently. But high-level matchup, and it's close to a sellout.
I mean, what a great thing that the Huntsville Sports Commission put together. This is
absolutely.
It really is. And, so what's the line for tonight? Is there a line for tonight's game?
I haven't checked, but I think that's worth checking because we're getting you to talk about basketball too.
Yeah,
this is fantastic. This is technically no line for this one. I'm taking a look at the Vegas odds, and because it is an exhibition, it is off the board. So just waiting on the regular season for Alabama, which is indeed right around the corner for the Crimson Tide, as this is the second scrimmage or exhibition that they had, as you mentioned about the big win over Wake Forest. And coming up next Monday after Hey Coach, they'll be taking on UNC Asheville. And, of course, UNC Asheville was in this building last December taking on the Auburn Tigers. So we'll have more Bama basketball for you a week from today right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, and are getting your reactions to as well of Alabama's shutout win over the Missouri Tigers. Auburn's come from behind victory at Kentucky. So now Auburn has beaten Kentucky 10 straight times in Lexington.
And Texas finally beat Vanderbilt at Vanderbilt.
That's for the first time ever. That's right, for the first time ever.
I was hitting all my friends in
so I did. Taylor Zarzer was the play-by-play on that matchup between Auburn and Kentucky, and they mentioned that Kentucky had not beaten Auburn at home since 1966. And all of a sudden I hear Taylor pause and say, well, there's one fan base in the SEC that would like to dispute that.
Yes,
and so I texted Taylor. I said, why didn't you just give Bama a full-blown shout-out right there? And he said, well, I know who's listening and watching. So, of course, the game of the century. Anyway, the missing ring, most notably noted right there from 1966 for the Alabama Crimson Tide. But just Auburn ran the ball for 326 yards in the game. Jarquez Hunter ran it for 278. That's the high water mark for the season. In fact, eclipsed it pretty good as Noel ran the ball for 199 yards against Vanderbilt earlier in the year, and that's the next closest. So Jarquez, in fact, I went through quite a bit of little odds and ends, I guess is one way to say it, where you can finally look at it through 9 weeks, Wes, and go, okay, that this might be a decent time in which to take a look at some statistics. Most penalized team, that's Alabama, 69 penalties. The fewest penalties, the Florida Gators. They have 40. What else caught my attention when going over notes yesterday? Turnover margin leaders. There's 2 of them tied for first place. That's Texas A&M and Alabama at a +7. Auburn is on the other end of the spectrum at a -9. There has only been one kickoff return this year for any SEC school. It was Berrien Brown for the Kentucky Wildcats. So just one kick return for a touchdown this year so far.
That's surprising.
It surprised me a little bit. There's only one SEC team that has not missed a field goal. That is the Kentucky Wildcats. They are 12 for 12. And we talked a little bit about Texas A&M. How about this? Their punter, Tyler White, he has punted 26 times this year. 17 of those 26 punts have been inside the 20-yard line. And did you see that one punt that kind of turned right? And, I mean, you couldn't have placed it any better there for Tyler White. Yeah, and Alabama has one interception in conference play this year. Just one. So just a few news and notes.
That's not right.
Is it not right?
No, that's not close to right.
Okay. Conference play, not all.
Well, I got you. They had this past weekend, they had 2 or 3.
Did they?
Yeah, and I know they had some in other games.
Well,
they had one against Georgia. I know.
Yep. They definitely had one against Georgia.
I'm pretty sure they had one against South Carolina, if not more.
I know
they had like 3 against Georgia.
I'm just reading notes that the SEC provides to me. That
it must have been those officials, that group I don't like, provided them.
I guess so. And one statistic that I know is right, before Saturday, LSU had allowed 1 touchdown and 5 field goals in 3 SEC games in the second half with Arkansas, Ole Miss, and South Carolina. Then in 2 quarters against the Aggies scored 31 points. So that happened as well.
And they went from all smiles on the sideline to looking like they saw a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was crazy. And I turned on whiskey and wine, and I could.
Yeah. You know what? I did too, and I thought T-Bob was very calm, relatively speaking.
What were you supposed to? I mean, he said we got our butts whipped. I mean,
yeah.
And then after they're on 30 minutes, he acted like he wanted to leave. He was ready to go.
Yeah. No, that's not how this works, T-Bob. We still have an hour to go after 30 minutes. But is Alabama a better team than LSU?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out. So far this year, all teams, what I've figured out is all teams have a lot of young players.
Yep.
Which makes some of the games sloppy. They got all these rules that are nuts. And so who knows? I mean, I think Alabama's getting better. I think Alabama presents people with a lot of problems when Milroe runs. It changes what they do. It scares the defensive coordinators, which allows them to keep more in the box and more people are open. What I did learn, I think, from watching the telecast is that a lot of the throws in the Tennessee game weren't Milroe's fault. That some of the young receivers had run some the wrong routes. I saw that again on a third down Saturday. That Hollywood had kind of supposed to break out and didn't, and that caused a lot. So it's just little things, and I think in that game they might have figured some things out because Missouri's defense was pretty good. They just gave out of gas because the offense couldn't do anything with that quarterback. They couldn't do one with either because the other one was hurt. So, but truthfully, it was apparent to me that Missouri's not in the same class as Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama.
My immediate thought after that game was, how did that team beat Vanderbilt? I mean, I know
they did in
teams get
3
better.
overtimes in which Vanderbilt missed several kicks in the game.
Yeah.
And, Vanderbilt caught Alabama perfect, coming off a big victory. It's not like Alabama played the best game, and I don't even think the coaches – I'm not sure these coaches, a lot of them haven't coached in the SEC and don't truly get it until you actually do it for a year. And I've seen that as well. And you got to bring it every week. These things don't just, take care of themselves. There's no cupcakes, especially with NIL now and the transfer portal.
Yeah.
51 players. And I think a lot of it has to do with Vanderbilt finding out who they were, too.
Yeah.
So you're going to have teams that continually get better because they're not practicing like they used to in camp. They're not tackling, and then you learn by your mistakes. And good coaching, you'll learn by your mistakes. And I said it last week, and I'll say it next week, and I'll say it this week. Alabama has the right coach. Is he Nick Saban? No. There's not going to ever be another Nick Saban. But this guy knows what he's doing, and they can win a lot of games, no question, and make the playoffs a bunch. And that's what we expect him to do, and that's what I think he will do.
Well, for all intents and purposes, next Saturday's game is a play-in game.
Well, all of these games are, though. You can't lose any of them.
Yeah.
You never know if 2 will get you in or will it be 3 or what it'll be. You just don't know because so much depends on these other games as well. What is Texas A&M? I think it's a possibility that Texas A&M and Texas play again.
Yeah.
Play twice.
Yeah.
It just depends on what the Tennessee.
In consecutive weekends.
Yeah. It's a possibility. We'll see what Georgia does. I mean, Georgia, to me, last performance looks like the best team in the conference right now. But, they're one injury away or one drop pass from losing a game. You just never know. Or
really
one
don't.
personal foul penalty, touching the helmet is what they ought to call it.
Targeting. That's roughing the passer. Roughing the passer.
Yeah. It's more like rubbing the head, trying to get the genie to pop out. They don't hit it hard to hurt anybody.
Unreal. Just unreal. That in particular, if that does not get looked at very closely, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, as well. What I like is now they're trying to, every time you talk to somebody that was kind of for some of these rules, they try to defend it. I don't think there's anything to defend. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I'm not for just crushing people. I'm not for that. But there's a fine line of what's going on now. And take the run, the Alabama run, right? If that guy lowered his head anymore, he would have got called for targeting. Instead, he gets run over. It's on everybody's highlight film. But what did the Alabama running back do? He lowered his head straight away.
Yeah.
What's the difference? You're giving that helmet for protection, and it's from that. That's why. And so, do I think they ought to launch at people? No. Do I think you ought to protect the quarterback? Yes. Do I think you ought to protect the receivers? Yes. But after that, it's football. You're going to have contact. And these guys weigh a lot. And you can't just stop them trying to love them down. And most people get hurt trying to do that.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I just think that it's to the point of ridiculous, and I hope they change it or look at it, go back to, I like the rules, the first rules, and now they got it where, well, if you turn your helmet this way and hit helmets, it doesn't matter. I mean, how it's just silly. But now you can't hit the free safeties anymore. They're protected. So.
We do need to take our final timeout. Final call for phone calls here on a Monday. Walking you up to Crimson Tide Rewind, and then after that, our hometown broadcast featuring the second-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the Memphis Tigers. That's all coming up right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
If hunting and outdoor recreation are your passions, it all starts with the right property. That's where I come in. I am Bo Butler with Southland Realty and Auction, a hunting and recreational land specialist and a Jackson County native who sees land through a hunter's eyes. Just as you trust your guide on a big game hunt, you can trust me to find the perfect property for you. Thinking of selling? Let me help you make your land attract buyers. Remember, Bo knows land. Call me at 256-609-0512.
Tom Luganville here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
You want the right specialist for your recovery. At SportsMed Orthopedic Surgery and Spine Center, we understand every body is different. Your muscles and bones are unique, as is your body. Our SportsMed specialists offer innovative treatments and minimally invasive procedures, allowing you to quickly return to the life you love. Locations in Huntsville, Madison, Athens, and Decatur, and on the web at sportsmedalabama.com. Improving performance, improving lives.
Hi, this is Wes Neighbors. I'm here with Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Sam, tell the folks about Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Hey, Wes. Our company, Fleming Roofing and Restoration, specializes in commercial and residential roofing and repairs. I'm a fifth-generation Huntsvillian, and our family's been doing construction business in Huntsville area since 1965.
Sam, what kind of roofs does Fleming Roofing and Restoration do?
Our guys are skilled enough. We can come out and address any kind of leaks or issues you might have on your commercial, on your metal roofing, on your shingles. We can do anything, and we can offer you a solution to repair it, or we can replace it.
You guys also do insurance restoration.
Our staff has 10 plus years of experience as insurance adjusters, and we really do know the inside and out of the claims process at Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Check out Fleming Roofing and Restoration online at FlemingHSV.com, or you can call or text them at 256-651-9440.
Hey, Wes, we show up.
Have you discovered Good Company Cafe? The place for breakfast, brunch, lunch, and so much more. Enjoy brunch all day and pair with one of our many seasonal refreshing drinks, including alcoholic and non-alcoholic options. Choose inside or outside on our gorgeous, spacious, dog-friendly patio and have some fun with friends playing yard games in the courtyard. See catering, to-go options, and lots more at goodcompany-cafe.com. Good Company Cafe, 7500 South Memorial Parkway.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman, only dropping into the mid and upper 50s as we head into the overnight early Wednesday morning. A mostly to partly sunny sky Wednesday afternoon. You're going to notice a slight increase in cloud cover across the Tennessee Valley, though temperatures still climbing into the lower 80s, only dropping into the mid 60s as we head into the overnight. A partly sunny to mostly cloudy sky Thursday afternoon, temperatures climbing into the lower 80s. There is an opportunity for rain in the forecast on Thursday. The good news, I do think the rain is going to hold off until after Trick or Treat is complete. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
I want to thank you. Thank you for making us your number one choice for sports talk in North Alabama.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Final call for phone calls here on a Monday. Along with Wes Neighbors, Steve Moulton back here with you. And Friday, we officially welcomed back Brian Temple. But this is our first. Well, we're glad to have you back on in a big way, Temple.
Well,
I heard a rumor you were in Florida the whole time.
No, quite the opposite. thank you to all the folks on the third floor up at Crestwood Medical Center for especially the ladies in the ICU. Thank you for getting me back on track and being way better nurses than anyone has any right to request. But it's been a long month. Some of you may know that I have a muscular dystrophy, and sometimes it flares up, and I have trouble getting the CO2 out of my body and the oxygen into my body. So sometimes that just happens, and so I got back on track. So
it's so
we're doing
good
much
to
smarter.
have you back.
Well, I read my pulmonologist the right act about watching my numbers a little closer, and so hopefully we won't do that again. Also, I want to thank the guys down at Larry's Automotive on South Parkway, getting the beast up and rolling again. While I was out, my truck died and would not start, and everything was dead. There was a couple other things going on, and a mysterious oil leak on the driveway where it had been parked for a month. So thank you, Larry.
Listen, Brian. One excuse is enough, okay? You don't have to come up with all of these different excuses. We're good with the one excuse is plenty, okay? You know, my truck died, my dog died, my girlfriend ate my homework. We don't need to hear all of this excuses.
And there is the welcome back that I know is genuine. Tom Abraham jumps on and starts breaking me about the head
Steve
and
is
shoulders
speaking
again.
for himself, and he says, we all welcome you back. I just want to say, no, it's great to have you back in the mix, and believe me, nobody missed you more than I did the last few weeks on my high school football games. I can tell you that, man. I miss you on Friday nights.
Well, I will say this, and the guys who call me know when I talk on the phone, they ask me how I'm doing. I say I have the best job in the world, and I mean it. That's just not a throwaway line. I really do. I am living my dream job, and I appreciate you holding my slot. Keep it warm.
How about Mike Davis is right in front of us. He is on the Memphis staff under Penny Hardaway, and of course has the tie to Alabama, playing at Bama, coaching at Bama. So
he was at Bama when I was there.
Yeah, he was.
Wow, he doesn't look nearly as old as you.
Yeah,
I mean to say he's fit and no gray.
Well, I look fit next to you when I sit next to you, Tom.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt you look better than I do. You know what doesn't? No, what nobody looks as good as is the VBC. Wow, I mean they put new scoreboards in. Wes, you got to see. They put new video boards in here at each end that are massive.
Yeah.
This is a place that, remember back in the day, Art Clarkson wanted to tear down.
That's right.
You couldn't put lipstick on a pig, and you got to build a new arena out at 65.
The old girl looks good.
And I got to say, on that one, Art Clarkson was wrong. This place looks fantastic. It gets a little better every year. They've done such a great job with it, and those scoreboards are serious scoreboards.
They have done a whole lot of work at the BBC, and also the outside looks really great too. Blending in with the I was talking to Nathan Adamek over at LED Orange. They did all the outside stuff and consulted on the inside stuff, and it's been a year, and it just looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks great. No, it does look great.
But I will say, if you are coming to the VBC, Scott Tyson is doing the PA inside the building. They didn't have rosters, so I printed off one for Scott Tyson as well. You've got your rosters right here. You're good. You're good.
Also, Steve, I've had a couple of phone calls. They want to know who won pick 2 from Friday.
That is in my computer. Yep, that is in my computer. I'm gonna have to pull that out.
He's vamping. I'll tell you that the guys from the next round are here too. They're doing a game on ESPN Plus, and they're sitting next to us, and they're very impressed with the building. As well. However, they do have rosters, but they're the same, I think, as what you did.
Yep.
I was playing with Jim Dunaway. I said to him, I said, hey, how about those game notes? They're pretty good, aren't they? And he's like, he started looking around. He goes, we didn't get game. I said, what do you mean you don't got game notes? We got game notes. You don't have any game notes for this game? I got bios on everybody. And he got all upset. And then I told him, no, there's no game notes. So, we're having a good time tonight.
Carrie is your winner.
Carrie in Scottsboro?
Carrie.
Just Carrie.
Just Carrie. I believe it is Carrie from Scottsboro.
Carrie in Scottsboro.
Yeah. So Carrie is your winner.
Carrie, if you're listening, you won.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Call Steve at home, and he'll have your price.
Yeah. Coach Oates is out here on the court.
No jacket tonight? You think he's going casual because it is an exhibition game?
Well, you're going jacket. I think just because of how cold it is in here.
Yeah, your short sleeve shirts and a golf shirt, your nipples are hard. I noticed. I mean, it's bad. It's cold in here. It's
don't forget the Letterman line. This is an exhibition, not a competition. Please, no wagering.
It's preseason. They don't want you to call it an exhibition. It's preseason.
Yeah.
You know what? On a serious note, and Wes, you can
do
speak
hear
to
the
this.
music, right?
No, I didn't hear
Hey,
it.
you
No,
lost
I'm
me
a
on the
music guy.
nipple thing.
Oh, okay. Hey, do you have more time until the top of the hour? 'Cause I got a serious. Are you done?
Top of the hour is Crimson Tide Rewind.
Wes, I wish they did this for football. I wish we could have one of these for football before the season starts. Get ready. That's all I'm saying.
Crimson Tide Rewind is next. We'll talk to you at 6:59.
Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. If you're in the market for a new ride, now is the time to make your move. We've got over 700 new Fords to choose from, and with over 2,700 Google reviews, our customers